Good afternoon, everyone. Wanted to give a quick update on the building and where we stand today. It is Tuesday, January 17th. Lindsay and I were out there earlier today taking a look around, and we have, by the day's end, we'll have the bathrooms, the athletes lounge, the reception area all framed out, and all the other trades will come in this week. The plumbing and the electricians and the air conditioning will all be coming in and getting their stuff put in, as far as all the wiring and the pipes and the walls. And then after that, they'll come back through and put the sheetrock on and tape bed and texture. So that should be happening and wrapping up by this weekend or even early next week, maybe. All the rainfall this weekend has put the outside stuff behind quite a few days. Pretty wet and muddy out there. And so they were unable to start framing out the parking lot and the entrance and the sidewalk in the front north end of the property, the front part by 407. So we're behind a couple days on that. Hopefully all the mud and the water kind of drain out the next day or so, and they can get going with that. We're scheduled to have the concrete poured all on Friday and on Saturday. That way it could cure for a couple days and be ready to go next week. Looks like that's going to be delayed a couple days. So for those of y'all driving by, you should be seeing some workers out there hopefully soon, the next couple days, framing that out. And then early next week, we should have concrete poured, and we should have all the drywall set up and all the interior walls. Then from there, it's just going to be some odds and ends of getting the tape bed and texture done, finishing out the electrical. We met with CoServe today. We have to get some new transformers and stuff to get power to the facility. So, we're working as hard as we can to get the project going. There's been some delays, and a couple things that I've learned is I'm a terrible estimator of how long something may take. So we're behind a little bit, as y'all know. Thank y'all for being patient with us this month, and we'll keep you updated as we go. Looks like should have quite a bit of activity in the next couple weeks, and then once we get that concrete done and all the interior work, then we'll just be waiting from the town of Flower Mound for final inspections and certificate of occupancy and those kind of all the paperwork type stuff, so that then we can get in and get functional in the facility. So once again, thank you for being patient. We know that some of the classes have been larger than normal, and that's actually a good thing for some people because they're coming back because they've taken time off. And we know that it can feel like an inconvenience and kind of put you out of your comfort zone, but we really appreciate all the support from everybody on working together as one community during this time of transition. Lindsay and I'll keep you posted. In the meantime, thank you once again, and drive by the property anytime you want and take a look at it. You'll be seeing quite a bit of activity, like I said, over the next couple days and the next week, and it should look totally different here next Friday. Like I said, thank you for being patient with us, as some of the classes have grown to be larger than what we had anticipated with the combining of the two gyms. Although it wasn't in the game plan for us to do it for the month of January, we're sitting here working as hard as we can behind the scenes to create some solutions to these problems. It's not as easy as just letting more people into class or just throwing another instructor on there, because logistically that just doesn't work for these problems. So we're just as stressed, probably actually more stressed about all that than you are as athletes. And so Lindsay and I will stand firm in our belief in giving you just the highest quality of service that we can. And that's not going to happen by just throwing a bunch of people into class or maybe popping another instructor in there. But we're working on a solution to that. So thank you for your patience, and bear with us as we work through some of these unforeseen issues as we're waiting for the project to finish up and us to get into our new place.